Hey, how's it going? It's been a couple of days since I've done one of these because it has been raining and there's a little break in the clouds right now, so dang, I just got to get out of the house sometime. Lockdown or no, that tiny apartment, which I'm very grateful for, is starting to feel pretty tiny today. So I'm out and about. Today I thought I'd talk a little bit about my phobia of needles. It's something I just have an unnecessary fear of needles. I think it comes from the dentist mostly. I went some of this car go by. It's wet, so it's gonna be real loud out on the street here. We're up on Burnside at about 63rd, and it is beautiful out here today. I mean, the sun has come out a little bit. It's raining and sunshine at the same time, which my grandmother used to say the most offensive thing about. But oh, Beaulah, she'd always, if it was raining and it was sunny, she would always say, well, looks like the devil's beating his wife, which is a saying that older people than me used to say, but strange to hear now. And if it was really raining hard and it was really sunny out, she would throw in, I think he's using a stick. Yeah, Grandma Beaulah, miss you, I love you. But I don't always miss your sayings. But what were we going to talk about? Needles, yes, and I hate them. I can watch a man's head explode in a movie, no problem. They got to put a needle in his arm. That's when I look away. I can't. Yeah. And most of this comes into play with dentists, I think. And I have to go back to the dentist. Right before this whole COVID thing happened, just like the month of March, my tooth broke, and in my lower, only teeth I have left are in my lower, so I got my whole upper redone, and is now a denture, you see. So happy with that though, because man, all of those time bombs of pain gone when your teeth aren't there anymore. Anyway, I remember going to a gentle dental that I was told I should never come back to them. It was so gentle. But the guy comes at me with that needle, and literally I had tensed up so much that my fingertips had dug into the foam of the armrest of the dentist chair, and I made a hole. I literally, my fingers dug in, like in that scene in Planes, Trains, and Automobiles, where the fingers are just stuck in the dash. That was like me at the dentist. But luckily as a kid, I literally went years without having to go to the dentist, and it was because there was another kid named Kevin Moore. And literally years went on, and my mom finally realized, man, it's been 3 years since Kevin's been asked to go to the dentist. And she calls in on it, and they said, oh no, he was here last week. And my mother's like, I really don't think so, because he's my son, and I would know. He would not go to the dentist all by himself. But somewhere there was some poor kid named Kevin Moore who had to go to the dentist like 4 times a year instead of just the 2. But the last time when I did get my upper teeth done, they put me out. And I don't know why they don't just put you out when, I mean, every time. When I was a kid, they should have just put me out. I was so terrified. But they put me out, but they put you under that with that strong-ass drug that literally your mind is blank until, like, you wake up at home. And apparently the last, when I was at the dentist and I was on that drug and I'd come out of the surgery and I was in the lobby with my then girlfriend, and she tells the story because it's hilarious, but apparently I come out of there and they needed my wallet, they needed my ID, they needed something in my wallet, and apparently they'd asked me and asked me and asked me, and my girlfriend tried to get it out of my pocket and I wouldn't let her, and then finally I just pulled it out of my pocket and threw it at the lady behind the counter. Just there. And then everyone cracked up, even me. I don't remember any of it. When I was a kid, it may all stem from this trauma I had as a kid. I went to the dentist when I was a kid, and the dentist, who I was at an old enough age to realize he's flirting with his hygienist, the woman that's working beside him. He's like flirting with her, and I pick up on this even as like a 12-year-old or something. And I think that's kind of weird. And he's distracted, and he literally drills a hole through my tongue. My mouth explodes with blood. But of course he's there, and he cleans it all up, and he's all frantic about it, and I'm panicking. You see panic in your dentist's eyes. It's a little disheartening to the whole industry. And afterwards, he tells me, you know, that was just a goof, a mistake. Your tongue's gonna be sore, but you don't have to tell your parents about this. I'm like, what? Well, of course, the first thing that I'm going to do is tell my parents about this. And so I do. And my mother, the lovely woman that she is, said, you know, Kevin, he's our family dentist, and we aren't suing people. We aren't the type of people that sue. And I'm like, Mom, it's malpractice. No, you'll understand someday. Hey, Mom, I still don't understand. This is me trying to get across the street now that there's actual traffic again in the world, even though we are in full lockdown in Portland, Oregon. Hey, check it out. It's an anarchy jurisdiction. Yeah, this is how dangerous it is in Portland all the time. Yeah, we're just anarchy exploding around us at every corner. It's just not true. As I've made my way back to my little apartment, where I will go and sit back down on the couch, I want to thank you guys for joining me. If you like this video, please hit the like button on the YouTube page, and if you like these videos, of course, you can always subscribe. And in the meantime, I love most of you. Bye.